Hello students, today we are going to start with a topic called myocardial infarction. This is Dr. Mamta Sharma from Department of Zoology, Raj Rishi Government College, Alwar. Let's see what we are going to discuss. What is MI? Mechanism of atherosclerosis, diagnosis of MI, cardiac biomarkers and the summary. What is myocardial infarction? MI is caused by reduced blood supply to the myocardium, resulting in the death of cardiac myocytes. This results from the rupture of plaque and thrombosis in the area of coronary atherosclerosis. इसके फीचर्स क्या क्या होते हैं? More severe chest pain, sweating, anxiety and nausea. कॉम्प्लिकेशंस क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? शॉक एंड कंडक्शन डिस्टर्बेंसेस रिजल्टिंग इनटू एराथेमियास. This is a very beautiful diagram which is showing myocardial infarction. If you see towards the left side, there is a coronary arteries, okay, and usme there is a development of a plaque, and this plaque develops a fibrous cap. After this cap ruptures, blood clot forms around the rupture, blocking the artery, and finally the coronary artery gets blocked, and this oxygen supply stops because there is no flow of blood. Death of the heart tissue due to blocked coronary artery happens. If you see towards the left side, there is a LS of coronary artery. There you can see the blood clot. Atherosclerosis, the most common vascular disease. It is very predominant disease these days in the humans. Characterized by the thickening or the hardening of the medium and large size arteries due to accumulation of cholesterol and other lipids, leads to the formation of plaque and results in endothelial damage. Atherosclerosis is a progressive disorder that narrows and ultimately blocks the arteries. Let's see the risk factors. First is conventional risk factors. Modifiable lifestyle and characteristics. This can be modified if person wants and if is at the high risk. Diet can be changed. High in saturated fat, cholesterol, calories, excess alcohol consumption, physical inactivity and cigarette smoking. All these factors are responsible for causing MI. So person can change his or her lifestyle. Modifiable biochemical or physiological characteristics. Elevated cholesterol, LDLC, low levels of HDLC, DM, obesity and METAS. A person can manage his or her cholesterol levels, manage his weight, and can reduce the risk of MI. There are some factors which are non-modifiable, such as genetics. If a person's family has a MI, then it is carried by the genes, age, and it is more popular in the males. Some newer novel risk factors are left ventricular hypertrophy, hyperhomocytainemia, fibrinogen, CRP, lipoprotein A axis, plasminogen activator, inhibitor, 1, PI1, oxidative stress, hypertriglyceridemia, and infectious agents. These are also some factors which are responsible for MI. Now let's talk of mechanism of atherosclerosis. सबसे पहले हम स्टेज 1 की बात करते हैं. Formation of foam cells. Increased levels of cholesterol for prolonged periods will favor deposit in the subintimal region of the arteries. Aorta, coronary arteries, and cerebral vessels are predominantly affected by this process. LDLC, especially oxidized LDL particles, are deposited in the walls of the arteries. Oxidized LDLC is taken up by macrophages of the immune system. Free radical induced oxidative damage of LDL will accelerate this process. These macrophages are overloaded with lipid, that is cholesterol and oxy-LDLC, and these are called as foam cells. These form the hallmark of atherosclerotic plaques. Now let's come to the stage 2. Progression of atherosclerosis. Smooth muscle cells containing lipid droplets are seen in the lesion. Plaques are composed of smooth muscle cells, connective tissue, lipid and debris that accumulate in intima of arterial wall. Plaque progresses with age as follows. Endothelial cells of the artery wall are injured either by oxidized LDL or mechanically. The injured area is exposed to blood and attracts monocytes, which are converted to macrophages that will engulf oxidized LDLC and converted to foam cells, which accumulate, causing a fatty streak to develop within the blood vessel, and which is very, very dangerous as it is going to reduce the lumen of the arteries. Now let's talk of stage 3. Fibrous proliferation. Due to liberation of various growth factors by macrophages and platelets, lipoprotein, GAGs and collagens are accumulated. Thus, there is a definite component of inflammation in atherosclerosis. This chronic inflammation leads to increased level of plasma hsCRP. Damaged endothelial cells cannot produce prostaglandins 12 and prostacyclin, which inhibit platelet aggregation. Platelet begin to aggregate and release thromboxane A2. Thromboxane A2 stimulates platelet aggregation. Now let's talk of stage 4. Advancing fibrous plaque. Damaged endothelial cells also release platelet-derived growth factor, which is PDGF. The growth factors cause proliferation of smooth muscle cells, which migrate from medial to intimal layer arterial wall and contributes to the formation of atherosclerosis plaque. This leads to the narrowing of blood vessel and leads to heart attack. If you see this diagram, the first diagram, it is a normal artery. See how big the lumen is. In the second, if you see towards the left on the downside, there is an early plaque formation, and finally with the age it grows. It grows and the lumen of the artery or the blood vessel is reduced because of the advanced plaque formation. Now, diagnosis of MI. According to WHO, following requires two of the following: clinical manifestations, ECG changes, or elevation of cardiac biomarkers. Markers of the cardiac diseases: creatine kinase and creatine kinase MB, CKMB, cardiac troponin, lactate dehydrogenase, aspartate transferase, myoglobin, brain natriuretic peptides BNP. BNP is a reliable marker of ventricular function. This is a flow chart which shows that how cardiac markers are released and how biochemical changes happens in MI. Ischemia to the myocardial muscles, that is because of the low oxygen supply. This results in aerobic glycolysis, उससे increased accumulation of lactate होगा, decrease in pH होगा, activate lysosomal enzymes will happen, disintegration of myocardial proteins will happen, जिसकी वजह से सेल डेथ और नेक्रोसिस होगा, जो हमें ECG चेंजेस में भी दिखेगा और क्लिनिकल मैनिफेस्टेशन में चेस्ट पेन में भी दिखेगा. So this is a flow chart, and finally it release the biochemical markers in the blood, and that's how the identification of MI happens. So there is a very clear flow chart saying how the series of changes happens when MI happens to a patient. Now let's talk about the criteria for the ideal markers MI. Ideal marker कैसे हो सकते हैं? They should be very specific to myocardial muscle cells, no false positive. They should be sensitive, rapid release on the onset of the attack, diagnosed in early cases so can detect minor damage. Prognostic, relation between plasma level and extent of damage होना चाहिए. Persist longer so can be diagnosed delayed admission, वो देर तक रहने चाहिए. Simple, inexpensive, can be performed anywhere by low cost and no need of highly qualified personnel. Easily हो जाए, बहुत highly qualified personnel ना हो, उसके लिए बहुत पैसा खर्च ना हो. Quick हो, लो टर्न अराउंड टाइम हो, फटाफट इसका रिजल्ट आ जाए, फटाफट पता लग जाए. सो कार्डियक बायोमार्कर्स कौन कौन से हैं? एंजाइम बायोमार्कर्स है, CK एंड CKMB है, AST है, LDH, LDH1 एंड LDH2. नॉन एंजाइम मार्कर्स मायोग्लोबिन MB एंड कार्डियाक ट्रोपोनिन्स. तो समरी है, let's talk what we have discussed. MI happens to person with the age. He has to give away smoking and alcohol, have a very healthy eating habits. They should have physical exercise daily. Lipid levels should be maintained by the person. आपको अपने क्लिनिकल चेक, बायोकेमिकल चेक्स करवाने चाहिए और लाइफस्टाइल मॉडिफाई करनी चाहिए जिससे आपकी रिस्क फॉर MI कम हो. Thank you so much.